Alright, I'm back. We are set up. We're here in... where are we? Albania, right? Tirana, Albania. And we got the FlyNAS livery. We're in the A320neo. For FlyNAS, it is a Saudi Arabian budget airline, and for some reason they have a route here. From here up to Bosnia. Bosnia and Herzegovina. We're doing... Let's see. Give me... If I can talk. Let's see. What am I looking for? Description. All right. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Welcome. We are in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You guys know that creepy Kirk and bleeping. You guys are still here. If anyone's joining in on YouTube, thanks for coming in. And if you're new here, we are doing World Tour. And this is World Tour leg 133, 133rd scheduled flight. And we're flying between Tirana International Airport, Mother Teresa, Rinaz, Durrës County in Albania. We're flying short hop up to Sarajevo International Airport in Butmir, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. Herzegovina. Have I always saying it wrong? I've been saying Herzegovina. Herzegovina. This flight's based on FlyNAS 355 flown in the Airbus A320neo, and I'll be using FlyByWire's wonderful, amazing, free A32NX mod with the FlyNAS livery created by kaichung.com. Alpha Indy Group's traffic for the other planes we see parked along here, and they'll be moving around and doing silly stuff probably. And Bajan Habashi's 4-season pack for the seasonal trees. Right now we're still in late winter and early spring, so trees don't look... Well, they still look amazing, but their colors are not crazy right now. There you go. Yeah, we got a Banyas player. He's on Tuesday. Is he on Tuesday through Thursday or Tuesday and Thursday nights? Or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Yeah, I'm on random. I'm basically everything random. Usually Sunday nights, but I'm not going to be on this Sunday night because I work all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But usually every other weekend I'll be on Saturday, Sunday night. and then maybe another day of the week. This week I'll be on Thursday night, and then it'll be a week before I get back on, and we'll see. Yeah, so I'm kind of random. I think Creepy Kirk is... Yeah, he's a little bit more stable weekends. So I'm whenever I'm on. Whenever I have off. Yeah, FlyNest is pretty cool livery. I was wondering why I didn't get a fly. Thanks, Creepy Kirk, for the gift subscription. Leading the way, as always. We got Alba Wings over there. Amazing. Just amazing. Yeah, basically Creepy Kirk has basically paid for the Boeing 247D for me. Yeah, I never heard of FlyNest. That's the cool thing about doing this world tour flight, is you get to fly a lot of these different airlines, and a lot of these budget airlines, because these short little hops tend to be more budget ones. Alright, let's get in. Oh, wrong one. Let's get inside the plane and start it. Take forever. Alright, so from SimBrief, get the OFP, 5371 fuel. It'll take 7 minutes. So let's get fuel truck over here, and go through our safety checks. Parking brake is on, flaps and speed brake. You know, retracted or whatever we call it. Ignition switch normal, master switches for both engines are off. The thrust levers are at idle. Turn up the screen brightnesses because it's, I think I have set to about 4 in the afternoon now. Landing gear is down. Nose wheel steering and anti-skid is on. The glare shield. You had me convinced. It was just kind of like, It was more the concept of, it wasn't like the $20 I couldn't justify. It was kind of, it was more, is there even a point for me to have it in my hangar? Is it just going to sit there and collect dust? But I think we'll get some of it. It'll get some use, I think. Let's see. We did all that. Wipers are off. Sure, our co-pilot doesn't ask for a pushback. Doesn't really matter. Battery 1 and 2 on. External power on. Strobe light auto. Crew oxygen supply on. Ground control auto. Nav 1, 2, and 3 for our gears. APU fire test. Weird. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't want to make the beeping. Alright, checking for any other white lights. Fuel pumps will come on a little bit later. Turn on the nav logo light right now. Seatbelt signs off until we have all the fuel on board. No smoking auto. Emergency exit lights armed. Go down to the flight computer. Start getting passengers to come on board. Weights and balances. Send request. 122 passengers headed up to Sarajevo. Hear them getting on right now. And the boarding music. Also gonna set up Pack X on the other screen. See it turn on the bottom. Cruise altitude. Are we only going 19,000 feet here? Yeah, 19,000 feet. So we're not even gonna get up that high on this flight. It's gonna be a very short one. Under an hour. And gonna serve snacks and drinks at the most. Here's Pack X. We see our passenger manifest. Not as extensive. Again, the thing I like about Pack X is the localized names. I can't wait until self-loading cargo adds that, and he gets self-loading cargo to work nicely with Flight Simulator. I do know other people use it all the time with Flight Simulator, but I always have issues. So it's just one less thing to worry about. HackX always just works. Just works. That's a good thing. Alright. Alright, so you got Logic and rudder pedals, Thrustmaster. Oh, you got the Thrustmaster Airbus side stick? Awesome. Alright. This screen up. Where'd my oh, there it is. It's like, where'd my side stick go? It's not on my side anymore. Let's get our clearance. Now, I turned off the sound, so it's just gonna be really quick. We can read it. NASA Express 355 cleared to Sarajevo Airport. Is filed. Takeoff runway 17. Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency 5 o'clock 3733. I don't know if you have to read back all of that. Our squawk is 733733. Oh wait, that was what they were saying. So 11,000 feet. We're doing runway 17. Throw that in. Runway 17. Flight plan has us going the opposite way. Nav graphs that. Runway 17. Departure. Departure arena 1 Romeo. Insert. Back to our init page. Up flight plan. Alternate is Budapest. Flight number. Flight number 355.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Cost
aboard.
index 40.
Flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure
Cruise
all large
is
carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath in front of you.
190, so 19,000 feet today.
Please don't hesitate
Flight
to
plan.
let the flight attendant know and
Renav.
we'll be happy to help you. If the overhead bin
From
is
Renav,
full,
we're taking
please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
Mike
Please
127.
double check that all your
Airway.
items are put away so that the aisle is
Mike
clear and other passengers
127.
can make their way to their seats. If you're in an
128.
emergency exit row, please leave the exit
Lalu.
seat responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you.
Lalu
If
to
you're not
November
able to comply with
146.
these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be received. Now's the time
You-
to get out any last-minute
Yeah.
text messages if you need to, but we ask that once you depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and
608.
welcome aboard.
That to Kilo Echo Bravo. That's going to be the VOR for Sarajevo. Insert, and our planned approach is here. Right, runway 11. We'll do ILS, X-ray. Cab 1 Tango for the star, and transition point is F. Insert. Sweeping, just passing over Taranto now. Taranto is, I feel like there's some Olympics there. Alright, go on the plan, view, and check out, make sure everything makes sense. Volby, Renav, Lenlu, Genlu, Keb, Timid, right? And it kind of go out to like a little arc. Much better looking approach than our last flight. That looks good. Back to arc in 10. We have a IR line in 1 minute. Hey Jan! Welcome, Jan. Jan is Isagani Ugayong. You don't mind me asking, Jan, where are you from, or Jan? Jan or Jan? Where are you from? I always like to hear where people are from. Same with you, Bleeping. Where are you from? Where are you at in the world? Considering we are on a world tour.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 355. Our flight time will be roughly 50 minutes.
Alright, ATSU,
now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices
check the weights and
are in airplane
balances.
mode and
Still
your
got
large devices are not
passengers
shut
to go.
down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat
Flight
backs
plan
are
go
in full
away.
upright and locked
Bring up
position
the
for departure.
navigraphs.
Cabin crew secure doors for departure.
Bring up our final chart. I want to put in the not the ILS, but our at least VOR. This 6 point. Do a ADF 405. A couple VORs to go off of. We're putting Keb for one of them. Then do the Sarajevo one actually. Okay. Alright, bleepings from the USA as well. Cool. Bring up our performance calculator. Taking off runway 17. This is a sim-marked performance calculator, based on kind of what the real life A320s pilot program that they use. Includes the runway length, slope, all that right away. So, what I do is I'm gonna speed up the boarding process. So all the passengers should be on board. As far as the FMS is concerned, they are. So we go to init page 2, get our 0 fuel weight center of gravity. Do our fuel planning. We actually have 5.3, be conservative. And our wind, -6, so we're going to have a headwind. Alright, takeoff weight. Back over to the calculator. Takeoff weight is going to be 60.9 tons. Center of gravity is forward. Anything under 27% is forward. We're going to have flex takeoff. Conf 1 plus F. Air conditioning is on. Calculate. And we'll kind of compare what these do here. So if I put in flaps and say probably gonna be up 1.5. If I were to put in from the flight computer itself, it gives us these speeds. And basically we could go about, say we go a little bit faster, we can actually stay on the runway a little bit longer, according to the calculator. If I paid good money for this calculator, I'm going to use it. Transition altitude 10,000 feet. Thrust reduction 1109. Engine out 1109. And flex takeoff 66 degrees Celsius. Up over here, we'll put that trim. We are ready to go for our pushback. We're gonna get the APU started. Close the cockpit door. Turn on predicted wind shear. Start the AP. CPU bleed on. Fuel pumps. Our power disconnected. Called for the tug, so we're going to turn our beacon light on. And we are ready to push back. Double check which direction I need to go. Alright. Parking brake off. Reverse. Starting engine 2. The hydraulics just came in there. Yeah, we have an invisible tug. Not all the airports have the ground services. I don't know where I'm having the tug pull us. Actually made everything worse. Alright, I can go away.
Pouch under your seat or
what's my least favorite airline? I don't know. I've never flown anything. I've only flown, I think, American, United, a couple Chinese airlines I think I've flown, and then Asiana Air, Air Asiana, whatever it is. Asiana. Starting engine 1.
If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please securely stow your personal items.
Is Ethiopian part of One World? I know, what else is One World? Royal Air Maroc, I think, right? That's One World. They're Mauritius? Mauritius or whatever, here at One World? I think I flew livery for them. Yeah, we were all sort of excited about Frontier when they first came because they kind of replaced Midwest Airlines for us here in Milwaukee, but they didn't. I don't think they had the free cookie. Which I think Midwest Airlines is kind of coming back. I'm not sure. All right, so we got good engine start. Turn off the AQ. How do I turn off lights, taxi lights on? Transponder set, probe, window heat, auto, spoilers, armed. Flaps to take off position. Vanguard was shady. Anti-ice not needed. Auto brake set to max for our taxi and takeoff. Weather radar on. Parking brake off. And make sure we get our taxi. Gonna turn on Copilot to take care of all this stuff. Taxi using Taxiway Alpha. Actually, Taxiway Whiskey. We might have. I'm trying to think what I flew. I know I flew American to New York and back. I think it's either American or United. When I flew down to Arizona as part of our college band tour, I think we took. It might have been Frontier. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I don't think Midwest was around anymore. It's either Midwest or Frontier. And then I took Asiana. I think I've done China Eastern, maybe. And then, not really sure. The fueling station over here. One time you flew. Here it's up. You're not supposed to. Not really a taxiway. Well, Alitalia is not around anymore, so I wonder if ITA is better. Yeah, we actually flew ITA in this world tour. The liveries are a little out of date because I haven't updated them because I'm still afraid to I haven't tried to update AIG again. Last time I tried to, it kind of didn't work, so I just went back to the what I had, my backup. Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 17, NASA Express 355. Landing lights are on. Those lights take off, strobe on. Ignition normal, ATC on, altitude recording on, PCAS set to Tara. Position. Kirk's top two favorites, business class American from Raleigh to London and Qatar, A380, awesome. We're on the from Heathrow to Doha. Going G6 for into your far off. Never had the pleasure of business class or first class. So the flights I take, it would be I'd probably be worth it, but quite a difference between paying $1,500 for 2 adult tickets to paying $3,000 or $4,000 for the same flight. We just gotta suck it up. Hey Neo, yep, just on time. Short. It's gonna be a short flight up to Bosnia. And flex. Short flight, but it should be good. How do you get all those points? Okay, V1 rotate. Gear up. Back to climb. Off my ground lights. Disarm the spoilers. There's Tirana, Albania. Unfortunately not photogrammetry, but looks pretty good from the air. Looks nice, I mean, not terrible. But I might, and unfortunately, I'm learning how to pull photogrammetry from Google where it's available. Unfortunately, it's not available for Tirana. It is available for Podgorica, where we were yesterday. So I'm going to be working on that maybe tonight. For other places, and hopefully stick with making videos. I'm doing some VFR flights over these cities. Try to make some curated YouTube videos based on that. I'm terrible at credit card rewards. Basically, I get like the 5% cash back or whatever, or the 1%, you know, however it goes, and then I just take that cash back. And I've realized I should be using that cash back instead of just getting the cash back and applying it to the credit card bill. I should buy gift cards, because usually you can get like a $100 gift card, but you only have to pay $90 or $80 worth of points for it. So. I'm not a pro at the credit cards, reward systems.
Larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the left point. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi.
Okay, landing lights off.
Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight seating.
Standard pressure. And we're at 11,000 feet, so let's ask clearance to our. They want us to go 12,000. Ask for an increase up to flight level 190. Now we get another view of Tirana, except from a couple miles up. Actually, Tirana's right there. That was more. That could have been Tirana. Part of it. I do have ATC voices off, so. Okay, get clearance. I'm really loving these flights in and out of the Balkans. Just because you get these valleys where these cities are, and there are mountains on both sides oftentimes. In certain areas snow covered. So on Thursday night, 7:30, at least that's the planned time for the stream. Could be a little bit later. Could be a little bit earlier, but probably 7:30. 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll be flying probably the longest flight we've had in a while. It might end up being the only flight we'll do for the stream. Or we'll do some VFR or something, maybe a little small after that. Because we're going to be doing Bosnia, Herzegovina. Yeah, I'm probably saying that wrong because I've got it spelled different ways. Okay, what is the actual the name of the country? Herzegovina. Okay. Herzegovina. We're going to be flying, well, we'll just say Sarajevo up to Stockholm, Sweden. So that's going to be a little bit longer flight. Flight after that is from Stockholm over to Tallinn, Estonia. It will only be another short hop, but depending on the time, probably be a little bit late. Might not want to do that one. Maybe save that one and then we'll do 2 short flights and something else. Play it by ear. Those are going to be the next 2 flights. We'll be flying up to Sweden, then over to Estonia. Then we're going to be kind of on for a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, probably, depending on how many flights we get in each week. We're going to be, or at least Easter weekend, I think. Probably Easter weekend we'll be doing a lot of Nordic flights. We're going to be up to Sweden, over to Estonia, back to Norway, up to Svalbard, back down to Norway, and then over to Finland, then to Åland, part of Finland, and then Sweden, and then finally fly down to Slovakia. Basically, we'll be doing a few flights where Slovakia over to Eindhoven. Eindhoven down to Nice, France, and Monaco. Some interesting things. Well, I just missed the takeoff, I suppose. And me kind of rambling about the future flights we got coming up. Basically, I'll be streaming on Thursday night, and Thursday night it'll either be might be one long flight, maybe we'll be able to sneak in the second flight, and then I'll be off then Easter weekend, and Easter weekend will be basically all Nordic flights. We'll just be up around, Sweden, Estonia, Norway, Svalbard, Norway, Finland, Åland, Sweden, and then finally we'll be flying down to Slovakia. So that's going to be Easter weekend, I think.
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service.
Hey Oliver, welcome in. Just flying out of Albania, short flight up to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Sorry. Keep saying it the other way. Don't know why. Herzegovina, people. Herzegovina. Cruise is flight level 190. Correct cruise, we'll turn off the seatbelt signs. I drank all my milk tea. I was dipping my Oreos in milk tea earlier, so I was kind of dipping Oreos into my Chinese milk tea. Okay, your internet crashed, but luckily your sim didn't. That's good. Passing over Napoli now. Are you on Volanta? I don't know how to add people on Volanta. No, it doesn't look like you're on Volanta because I don't see a plane flying in the direction of Barcelona over Italy right now. Passing over Napoli. Where is Napoli? Trying to get an idea where we're at. Yeah, you're gonna be coming kind of Napoli, Naples. I know, and now I have a whole bunch of people adding. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you kind of came up the heel there. We flew down the heel a little bit over here to Albania. You flew up it from Athens. Makes sense. Yeah. So Napoli is Naples, right? I am not sorry. Yeah. Oh, you're not. Yeah. I am not sorry. You need to have that comma in there. Napoli. Yeah, Napoli is Naples. I can actually check. Because the flight tracker. This is what I use. If you're not on Volanta and you're not friends with me on Volanta or on there, you can go to events.flighttracker.tech and put in search for our call sign, which is Kilo November Echo 355, and you can follow the flight. It's not an Oxford comma, it's just the comma. Is it an Oxford comma to do that? No, the Oxford comma is when you do a list, I believe, right? And I still use that Oxford comma. I'm an Oxford comma because I think that's still the Chicago style. And that's the style if I write in Chicago style because that's the style in history. But I believe the Oxford comma is when you're doing like a list. Let's say you have 3 or more things. It's that comma. You know, so you have a comma between each thing in a list. But oftentimes people, you'll have, like apples, comma, bananas, comma, oranges, comma, and then most people will drop that Oxford comma and they'll go and whatever. Yeah, exactly, in a series, right? And I can't stand it because I feel like it just doesn't look right to me because like you've separated all the other words with commas, but then you have these 2 words which are just separated by and so it's like, is that one thing? You know, bananas and oranges. So, you know, pickles, fruit, pickles, bananas, apples, and oranges. Yeah, I like that. Like, I like the second one. The second one seems right to me. I want to kind of keep that separation going. Alright, let's make sure. I actually probably should have turned. I don't want to hear all this crap, though. We gotta actually take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our own descent, and we are flying over. Not sure what this is, what mountain range this is in the Balkan. But our next waypoint is going to be the border with Montenegro, and Podgorica is right over there, where we flew into and out of yesterday. That's all Lake Skadar. Alright, enough messing around. Gotta make sure do our descent properly. So I'm coming in. Alright, timid, we need to be at or above 6,000 feet. What it looks like. At the VOR Kilo Echo Bravo, there is a weather change. We do have a elevation at 5,035 feet, so we want to make sure we're over 6,000. Looks like timid, max flight level 110, 11,000 feet, and minimum is 6,000. I'm gonna put in timid, 6,000 feet. I'm gonna make a fix for that. Here, calculator, 6,000 feet, timid, 41 nautical miles. Back, flight computer. Fix info, timid. Is that 41 miles? Yeah, we Slavs. Is that a serious question, Creepy? Are you being serious right now? Slavs, I would assume. Okay, so there's our little loop. Our little fixed circle where we should get our descent around there. Oliver wants to visit China? Yeah, go for it. Well, not right now. I'd wait for a few years, wait for everything to kind of cool down and stop being all silly. Especially right now. We do the Times crossword every day. Alright. Oh, come on. Yeah, Slavs. It would be Slavs. I would assume. Getting some turbulence, so I think we're gonna throw on that seatbelt sign. So we have. So today we checked off Albania. We're gonna be checking off Bosnia and Herzegovina. Next time we're gonna check off Sweden, and then we'll check off Estonia after that. Then we're gonna fly to Norway, which we've already been to, but then Svalbard. Look at that. So we're actually gonna be checking off quite a few in quick succession, and then we're gonna have a few flights coming up. Quite a few flights where we're actually just gonna be flying into places countries we've already been to, but different places, and setting up for different flights. Who asked me if I liked the? I think it was Weeping. He asked me about if I like the Airbus or the Boeing. Airbus lately. But whenever I do see someone doing back in X-plane, flying the Boeing, just remind that whole layout, and it's gonna take some getting used to when I get back into it, but kind of where everything was. I do kind of miss that. Really missed it when I first jumped into this cockpit. I was like, oh, I want the Boeing. And it kind of felt weird not having anything right here. Which at the same time is kind of nice, because when we have the yoke, especially in the simulator, you kind of always have to hide it. You can get to the buttons behind it, whatever. I think I've said probably 1,000 times on the stream, I'd rather get like a 777 or a 757 or something for, you know, from PMDG. Since this plane kind of fits the same market as the 737-800. Youngslol, flying over. Right now I'm over. Exact. We are over Montenegro right now. I think we're going to get a little bit into Serbia, and then we're going to be crossing into Bosnia and Herzegovina and landing at Sarajevo. We went from Albania, crossing over Montenegro right now, a little bit of Serbia, and then Bosnia and Herzegovina. You can, if you want to see where I'm flying right now, you can go to this link and just look for this call sign, and you'll see right where I am on a map. Nice moving map. All the places are in their local languages, though, so if you're not... I think it's pretty cool to see the, you know, like Montenegro, which I was talking about earlier in the stream. Yesterday, I couldn't use Montenegro as the call sign in Microsoft Flight Simulator for Montenegro Airlines, because I'm assuming, because it has the word negro in it, which in Spanish, it's literally a Spanish word for black, and, you know, or Spanish and Latin, and I was like, oh yeah, Montenegro, I wonder if that means Black Mountain. And when you look up, that's what the local name, the Montenegrin name for Montenegro is. It's Crna Gora, which means Black Mountain. So in Latin, it's, you know, Latin, which comes, you know, similar to Spanish, right? It becomes Monte Negro, right? Black Mountain, Mountain Black. That was really cool. But right now we're going to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Kosovo. Ooh, Serbia. I'm not great at Cyrillic, because, but you can kind of, if you do some Greek, which I do know, some of the Cyrillic matches up with Greek, the concepts, some of the letters. Negative 149 or less on the landing, or I won't be able to sleep tonight. Oh. Well, the last, let me see, I want to just check my flights. See, I had see, last flight I landed 185. Ryanair landing in Barcelona, we landed at 250. And then the Montenegro was 210. Where was the last one I had then? I think the last really, really good one I had was the last time I flew Ryanair. That was Ryanair when we flew into Budapest. Nope. I could have sworn I had a really good landing there. No. That was a Ryanair landing. But problem is our landings had decent, I think decent landing rates. Not butter, but I also think the last three landings I decent landing rates, but I feel like I've been bouncing, so I'm gonna make sure I hit record as we get close on our final approach so that we can play it back and see how bad my landing was. Get some cool shots. Interesting route. We just snuck into Serbian airspace just a little bit. Now we're back in the Montenegrin airspace. So that turn took us just over Serbia for a couple miles, I think. We never did this. Our metadata, put that out. Performance page. Alright, QNH 1013. Temperature -3. Cold up in Bosnia. I wonder if the altitude. We had a higher altitude there. The airport's at 1,700 feet, so it's a little higher altitude, not much. But not a mile up or anything. Wind variable at 1 knots. The 360, 1 knot. Transition altitude is not going to be on that piece of paper. 10,000. Minimum for the ILS. 1,875. Alright, so it's already picking up the ILS, 110.7, Bravo Hotel Sierra, course 113 for our approach. I started descent, 6,000 feet. As we're doing that, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break so that I'm not struggling here as we close out the stream. I know, too much information, right? Landing lights on. Light it up like a Christmas tree. Yeah, you can see we're coming pretty close. That's probably that 5,000 foot point right there. That's probably Kilo Echo Bravo. There's Sarajevo. Actually, it looks like... Oh, I was going to say maybe we have photogrammetry, but I don't think so. That'll be another one I'm going to be working on. See if there's anything to make that look a little bit better. I'm always finding new projects. Always finding something new to take up more time. Alright, so we got a altitude 5,400. Maybe the this is the most we can go. Also get to Revis 5,400. Guessing, yeah. Foxtrot 11.
2,500.
That's going to be our capture. 7.5 miles out from the ILS, 4,200 feet. So. I haven't played War of Rights in a while. I'm going to have to check it out because I know they've added. Like, I stopped playing. Like, I didn't stop, like I'm not going to play this anymore, but I just, last time I played it was right before I think they started they were just about to introduce the cannons, like playable cannons and everything. So, I mean, it's awesome when you get 100 people or however many people you can have in the server. I think it's more than 100. And they're all working. You get, like, if you have a good event or you have people are, like, willing to play together, and they actually line up on both sides and get a good firing. I mean, it's crazy when you have everyone lined up and it's just a firefight back and forth. You know, across like Antietam. I think Antietam's like the one, it's like the main battlefield they have. I don't know if how much more they've added. But like on Burnside's Bridge, I remember that. Those some pretty bloody fights there. I've been part of in that sim or in that game. How much is it going for on Steam? I bought the like founders or like the supporter. I put a bunch of money into support. I think I spent $70, which is like I kind of look at it on the. I think it was a great concept and it looked awesome, and I hope they keep doing it. I hope people, you know, pick it up and play it because
2,500.
But you really need to have people go in and play it, try to play it. It's kind of like the same concept with almost with Hell Let Loose. It's like if you play with decent tactics and everything, it'd be really awesome. I mean, that's how it is with any game. But everyone, you always get the people that just want to go Call of Duty style. You can't really go Call of Duty style in War of Rights. It works much better if you're all lined up and firing those muskets in good formations. Really cool seeing like the different flags, like the different unit flags going around. There's one battle where it's like you're fighting at dusk, so you're just seeing the musket flashes. You can't even see the enemy. You can see their flashes at you, and you're in the cornfield and all that. Let's start getting slowed down. See, like that village right there, that reminds me of like China so much. That's how so many places, like where my mother-in-law's hometown is kind of like that, just tucked in, you know, nice river, a little stream right in the mountains like that. Really cool. China needs a ton of work. It's just the Bing stuff for China is terrible. Yeah, nice smokestack there, courtesy of We Love VFR from Puff and Flight. A little smoke coming out of it. Or steam, probably. Whatever's allowed to come out of those things nowadays. The overlay is like all the flight information, you know, stuff that's moving, like the heading and the track and all that. You know, the progress bar. That's all part of what's it called? Bene overlay. You can kind of customize, but a little bit, and then. But then most of the rest of the overlay, obviously the blues, you know, all my socials, that's all made by me. I add in the airport information, the flags, and the airport name, where it's located, different languages. I add the airline logo in the corner over there. I change the colors based on the airline too. But all the stuff that's pulling information from the flight sim, that's all Bene overlay. But I really like to show off the flags and everything, and different languages and stuff, because I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd like that. Let's see. Approach speed is going to be 127 knots. We want to be at 4,200 feet. We'll put a managed descent. It won't go down there until we get past this restriction. Hey Sean, welcome in just in time for our final approach and landing into Sarajevo, Bosnia, Herzegovina. Said it properly this time. Yeah, I just updated my nav data and everything yesterday, I think. Remember to do that every once in a while. Make sure everything's just updated. I'm not sure if you can update the nav data in Microsoft Flight Simulator unless you have a Navigraph subscription. But if you have Navigraphs, you can get a program. There's two different programs. There's Navigraph FMS Data Manager, and I think that deals with your FMS in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And then there's Navigraph Nav Data Center, which will update your nav data for other programs like Sim Toolkit Pro. So I have both of those and just update. But I think obviously you need to have Navigraph subscription for that. Get all that data. Creepy. I'm gonna do it whenever I have to. Like, I wanted to do it yesterday. I don't know if I was going to do VNav, but I wanted to use the experimental yesterday, and that's why I was half an hour late, because I loaded it in and my flight pad didn't work, and so I was like, oh, okay, something's not working here. And it might have been
2,500.
And look at those trees. Those trees are all Jean Habashi trees. Those are really high detailed trees, and they will change with the seasons, or I have to manually put in the season pack, but they will change. So like winter, they'll be a little less green. And okay, Mr. Vince, that's what it is. And I sprung for Navgraphs because I'm flying to all these random airports in the world, and you can find a lot of graphs, a lot of charts for American airports and European airports, but it's a little harder to find at a moment's notice. Charts for Sarajevo. All the charts. Alright, going out to 126. Armed spoilers.
$2,500.
Well, I mean, you can use like Fox charts. There are different things you can use. But yeah, your nav data will be out of date. So then you're trying to find the right chart for the right nav data. And again, not every airport, you can't find free nav charts just laying around for every airport in the world. Because if you're doing a lot of flying and a lot of flying to random places, if you're going to be flying kind of a specific route over and over again, just flying into Chicago and going out of Dallas and get the charts for those two airports, and that's all you're going to do, you don't need to get Navgraphs. If you're doing what I'm doing, Navgraphs is a lifesaver because it's got basically charts to every airport in the world. I don't think I've run into any. I have yet to run into any that I couldn't find charts. I know someone German guy was on here and he was saying he couldn't find charts for the Air Force, the big U.S. Air Force base over there, right? What's that on? Germany. But he couldn't find charts for it, and I just threw it in, and it's right there on Navgraphs, all the charts. So do you have Navgraphs? Do you have Navgraphs? Do they have it? So there's our glide slope. Hit approach. Localizer. To autopilot 102. Glide slope captured. Cabin check. Rammstein, yep. I did want to use experimentally the other day. I wanted to see how the new EFB looks. And eventually play with the PD nav. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Navgraphs is 100% necessary, but again, if you're flying to a lot of random airports, again, if you got certain airports you're going to and you stick into a certain area, especially in America, you can find more charts that are out there. But if you're flying, like, I was flying in Africa when I first backed it up, you're not going to find a lot of Africa charts for a lot of those airports laying out. Landing gear is down. What are they gonna do?
1,000.
Oh. Auto brake. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, you can see some of these trees here. These lighter green trees. Those are definitely Bajan Habashis. They show up a lot more, or the lighter color ones, the more colorful ones show up in the cities. So if this was autumn, these would all be really cool autumn colors. They're kind of a mix of early spring colors coming in and kind of still the dull grays, dead leaves of winter. Beautiful.
400. 100 above, 300.
Okay, let's try not to bounce this.
Minimum. $100.
Short runway.
50,
Max.
40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Got a little bit of reverser action there. You could tell it was a short runway because the whole way there were markings. There was no area where there weren't the distance markings. Hey Nasser, welcome in. Just in time for the landing. We're going to do a few replays of that.
PM, and it's currently about -3 degrees Celsius.
What did I land at, Creepy Kirk? Definitely wasn't 100, less than 150 though.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight.
Here's
If
the
this is your final
taxiway.
destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection,
Landing lights
make sure
off.
to keep
Taxi
the
light.
itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
View. Got a few planes on top of each other right there. Oh. Got a Pegasus and a Bosnia kind of inside each other. Okay. Let's see. That going off. Alright, so we're not going to shut it down right away because we're going to want to... We're just going to end the Pack X flight. This doesn't really make sense as a parking spot. I don't use any add-ons for the ground airport traffic. Parking brake on, and I'm just going to end the Pack X flight down here, this guy. So the passengers did not technically get off the plane. That's all. Out there. Oh, okay, never mind. Can I... You guys deboard? Stop me. I don't want to turn the engines off. If I turn the engines off, then when we're doing the replay, the engines aren't on. Oh, whatever. And my Volanta pipe. Alright, I'm gonna do a replay of the... If you want to stick around. If you're headed to bed, cool. Alright, I'm going to do a replay of our landing.
Monitor vertical speed. Clear of conflict. $2,500.
Alright, right about here is the place to come in. Alright, see you tomorrow. Or, well, not tomorrow. I'll see you on Thursday, hopefully. For the stream. Jetway gets into your plane if you put on EFIS. Yeah, there's probably some good add-ons for the ground traffic. Ground stuff. So let's zip ahead a little bit here. Right about there. Put out the proper flaps. Yeah, see, it doesn't save all the settings, unfortunately. There we go. I think we'll get the flaps out here, make it look right. Maybe not. Sounds a little weird. Ugh. My landings are ugly. You gonna show the reversers deploying? I don't think so. And the other problem is that the other stuff is still like acting. It doesn't really go back in time. Like in X-Plane. I really miss the X-Plane recording. I'm using Flight Recorder, I'm not using the in Microsoft Flight Simulator one. I just want to kind of get that touchdown. Get a shot of that touchdown. Feels like we're really high here. Alright. Let's do one from inside the cockpit. Not the cockpit, but the... Let's see, which camera do we want to use? This one. That's because you didn't see my MD-11 landing. I think my pitch was a little high. We'll see what the Atlanta says for my pitch. I usually pitch a little too much. That's why I get that. Go. Stay in the going here. Touchdown screen? Well, like the replay? Replay is a flight recorder. Free mod. Or free thing you can get on flightsim.to. Microsoft Flight Simulator also has a built-in replay system now, but it's a little... way too complicated. When I touch... Oh, where it shows the landing rate, that's included in Bene Overlay. That's included in Bene Overlay, so that's... yeah, just look up Bene Overlay on it. It's a B-E-N-E overlay. Put that up on... Look it up on Google and you should be able to find it. It's free. Alright, one more. I want to kind of do get up. Dude, now Pack X is getting grumpy. Get over here. Kind of like we're plane spotting a little bit. Kind of zoom in. That up. No. What you want to do is, if you're doing this, you want to go, don't follow, because then it'll just keep flipping around. Zoom here. I don't have a very good, focus. Oh. Oh yeah, I see. It keeps showing me the landing rate. I'm trying to get a little too fancy here, I think. Not a little bit. Let's keep the... Otherwise, it'll be blurry the whole time. Alright, here we go. So here we are at the gate. What we want to do, we're gonna go to help the jetway to come out, luggage, power, catering, all that fun stuff. Got the APU going. Landing lights should be off. We didn't turn those off. They're turned back on. Maybe when you're doing the replay. Flaps, all that. Wind shear. All right, we do have external power. Turn off engines 1 and 2. Default sign is off. Passengers are already boarding. Change our view here. Alright, passengers are deboarding. We can turn off the APU because we do have the external power. Fuel pumps off. Oxygen supply. Strobe light. Beacon light. Nav logo light. Gears. Alright, and let's do our review of the flight today. Over to Atlanta. Okay. Alright, so flight 355 on FlyNAS landed at negative 244 feet per minute, 50-minute flight time. I want to find that doesn't have the pitch angle on here, but it does on that. You guys got to see it. Somewhere where I get that information. Yeah, there's our nice simple flight. Here. Yeah, they include. Not sure what's going on there. I think it was, maybe it was still including the replay? It shouldn't have. Yes, you have. It shouldn't have included that replay because I had already completed the flight before the replay. I don't know why I did that. It's not good. That's the unfortunate thing with the replay thing. Alright, we're gonna get my world map up. There's the map for today. Obviously, lots of Africa done. Filling in Europe, slowly but surely. There's Bosnia and Herzegovina. Alright. So on Thursday, we're going to be flying up to Sweden. And might have enough time on Thursday to also get over to Estonia. Alright, plane got quiet. Not sure what's going on. Pack X is also complete. I'll just bring up that and complete it, show you guys how that works. So Pack X and the flight. Satisfaction 94%, even with being late. Because we did the replay. Bosnia died out there. I think we hit him. Totally telling my friends about this airline. This is going to be fun. Leaving there. Save that. Closed. Alright. Well, thank you guys for coming along on the flight. As I said, I'll be streaming Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And we'll be flying in the A320 up to Sweden, to Stockholm, Sweden. And then if we have time after that, a little bit longer flight, we'll fly the CRJ 700 over to Estonia on Air Baltic. Hope to see you guys all there. If you haven't already, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow, and you'll get notifications when I go live and all that stuff. Hey, David. Yeah, we just finished the flight, so you can go back and watch the video. And I'll be streaming, like I just said, streaming Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Hope to see you guys all there. Thanks for coming along. And I will see you Thursday.